So let me go back to this. So, from a professional services side of things and an application side of things, we're always looking for, for us, where is the true value from this? Mark talked a ton about that already. So I'm not going to go into a lot of this stuff, and you guys know where your data is at. This is one of the first things we look. And Mark, I appreciate this. So there were so many flashbacks to my first days. I started on the mainframe. So all these are kind of scary to me a little bit, just from memory. I'm seeing all those green screens and writing COBOL and JCL and all that kind of stuff. I say scary. Good memories.
Yep.
Lots of late nights up in the middle at 3 o'clock in the morning, answering calls about why this COBOL job is down, those type of things. But tons of wealth of data out there that, from when we talk to our clients, it's not being used. So, and all different types of reasons for using that. One thing I did want to kind of highlight, though, is when you're looking at that, you're saying, so first of all, what data do we have out there that we can get a hold of? What are we going to do with that value, with that data? Mark mentioned many times that real-time access to it is something that most people miss, because even if you are taking this data and you're dumping it down to a DB2 table or something else off the mainframe, you're losing that real-time access to the data. And as you saw Mark going back and forth, every time he clicked on something, he was going back to the mainframe and getting real-time access to that. So being able to, in real time, be able to do things, to make decisions in real time, to be able to do real time messages. We've done some webinars just on real time. This is a key part from the mainframe perspective of, I think, a really depth of data that so many people miss out when they look at real time data. Especially when you have clients that still have CICS screens and those type of point of sales that are still running off of mainframe things. So that real-time access, operational, we've kind of talked about that a little bit. Self-service is another thing. How are you setting up your users who are maybe data analysts or those people who can work with the data themselves to be able to access data, and what tools do they have? So if they're using just Tableau, most likely they're not going against the mainframe data itself. They may be getting dumps of that from something else into another data source or something like that. But now getting that real capability to be able to go and do specific self-service off that data where it's at in real time is tremendous. Giving you that access is great. And data science, again, is the other thing. I think sometimes people forget when they say data science, mainframe kind of goes away because they don't seem like they're the match. But again, with tools like this and being able to have that, be able to create those models off the data that's in there, expand that model, get it more real-time data into that, truly is huge for that. So what we have done, and as Mark mentioned, choose your tool. And Mark, I went through some of the demos that you had done earlier. I missed the choosing your candy story from when your mother took you to the candy store. I love it. I just try to picture you in a candy store when you were a little kid, and it makes me happy.
I still am.
Not much has changed, right?
No.
And I'm not going to go through again the challenges for you guys who are on there. You guys know, just being able to connect to it from some of these other tools that are in here, Tableau, and great tools that go along with web focus, and some of the other tools are out there, but still have a significant amount of issues if you're going to connect to that, and the ability to be able to do that is not there. So truly, this is for us, as we started looking at this was for our mainframe clients that we have, was really a life changer for us, to be able to keep all these things, to be able to connect to data where it's at, to be able to work with that data. One thing I will say is, again, going back from my first days of working with web focus, I was actually on the mainframe with focus. The focus IBI has been working with the mainframe for years, and so working with those data structures that are key just to mainframes, and the data that's in there is something that they've done for years. And that's one of the reasons why this works so well. That's one of the reasons why the performance is what it is. So being able to do that is a true benefit to being able to solve some of these things in real time. So what we have been doing, and what we've proposed, and Mark mentioned in one of his other slides, that was something that that we could do as well. But how we've been kind of working with people, again, is kind of going through the process with them of understanding. Okay, number one, for us, what is on your actual, what type of data is actually on your mainframe, and not just DB2, VSAM, IMS, CICS, what it is, but what type of data is there that you're looking to do analytics from. Truly doing a data mapping exercise that can go as deep or as shallow as you want to. But then and I always look at whether we should flip flop 1 and 2 or not, but truly understanding where the value comes from that data. I think sometimes we jump way in and say, okay, here's access to your data without truly looking at, okay, I've got, this data at a certain place with these metrics. This is where I can use that metrics to drive new things within my business. I can drive new growth within the business. And so that's something we like to focus on. Of course, as Mark mentioned, it's so easy to connect with data, open data hub at this point. Being able to do that is very a very quick and easy thing to do, and to be able to show some use cases. And so we would help you typically work after we understand what business value we want to create, understand what use cases we can drive from that. And we can PLC this and do this as Mark said, as a small PLC where we take a few things, PLC them, and then, see how that works in real time and see where the value comes from that. And then of course the final part of that is always, okay, so where do we want to go with this? What is our roadmap for this? And how do we actually, create projects, if this makes sense, or a road plan for how we can open this up to more people. So this is kind of the structure. I will say every time we work with someone, this changes because everybody has different needs in this, and we may work more than one area than others. Some people may need more help in really figuring out, what are the use cases for their data that's on the mainframe, and we spend more time looking at number 2 than we do anything else. Sometimes people really want to understand what type of data they have out there. And so again, this is something that we've worked with different clients on, but being able to find what fits you, this is kind of the process we'll use, but we would find something that fits you specifically. But again, it's just really truly understanding now that we have, a significant advantage with this product to be able to access that data. How are we taking advantage of that data, and where can we actually use that to grow our business? And so that's, again, where we kind of work a lot with our clients. Mark, did you have a question?
No, I think you're right on, Ken.
Yeah. So, and now that Mark has generously offered to be involved in all this stuff, we would probably drag him along with us through parts of this as well, kicking and stream, I'm sure. But or maybe we'll offer candy. We'll see.
That's it.
But yeah, I mean, so again, we'll be following up with you guys if there's something that's interesting to hear in this. We'd love to be able to hear it. I'm still looking at Q&A to see if there's anything else. That's all I've got for today. I think we ended right at the top of the hour. Appreciate everybody's time today.
Yes, thank you very much for attending.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.